Jordan knows he has all the support around him. He's making plays. We're out there celebrating with him. But guys are in here telling him, hey, Jordan, we got your back. We're gonna make this easy for you as you're gonna make this easy for us, and we're all gonna feed off each other. So we know that, and we know it isn't just depend on one person. It takes all 11. So we're gonna go out there and play team ball.
Leadership has grown.
QB1, man.
Come on, man.
Best QB in the league right here.
So, John Money.
Now tell him stop trying me, though. You know what I'm saying?
A little love for Jordan Love, both from Aaron Jones and Jair Alexander. And look, that's just being a good teammate. I don't want to minimize what they said and what they did, but he's their guy now. And whether it's the player naturally drawing guys to him or the organization saying, there's your leader, follow him, this is the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's good to see it happening, but this is the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's the way it's supposed to be. I think the thing that I look at it in just all the press conferences or interviews of players, it seems very genuine, right? Like just that right there. Like there seems to be like, you know, a refreshing vibe in that locker room about, hey, Jordan Love's our guy, and it's team and all that. Man, they speak highly of him. You can tell they like the person. And I think that's where it starts, right? Like, I mean, Jair Alexander doesn't do that if he doesn't like the guy and believe in what he's seen a little bit, right? If he was like, oh, man, this guy's a jerk and he ain't crap. He looks like crap in practice. He's not going to get up over there and give him love in front of the camera and act like he loves him. A DB? No, that ain't happening. So I think there's some things to glean there about, hey, they like this guy. They're seeing talent on the field, and they're hopeful, and they're trying to not put too much pressure on him and letting him know they got a pretty good team here, and they can do it, without him having to carry the squad.
And let's be realistic. Regardless of whoever was to blame for the dysfunction between the front office and Aaron Rodgers for the past several years, ever since they drafted Jordan Love, but even before that, there was some stuff that was basically kept under wraps. It came to fruition when they drafted Jordan Love. That's got to be exhausting for the player.
Right.
To have this quarterback who is so introspective and self-centered and prickly. And we had the sound from Romeo Doubs, the second-year receiver, last year.
Right.
Or last week saying, Rodgers never talked to me.
Right.
And then he starts gushing about Jordan Love.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's genuine there. Yeah.
If Rodgers had just kind of become grumpy old man who was mad at everything, mad at the team, time for a change, that is going to wear on the teammates. And so you remove him and you replace him with somebody who's just happy to be here, happy to be part of the team. He doesn't have a stick up his ass about anything. And again, it may not be Rodgers' fault. It may all be the front office's fault.
Yeah, right.
But still, the whole thing just wears people out.
Right.
And I think that's part of it, too. It's a reflection of they've turned the page and no more of this constant wondering, is Aaron happy? Is he not happy? Is this his last year? Is it not his last year? Who's he upset with now? That's all gone. That's all gone. Regardless of how they feel about Aaron Rodgers, that element of their life is gone.
Yes.
And there's a certain freedom that comes with that when the next guy doesn't bring that to the table.
Yeah, agreed. You're right. It hovered over them constantly. If they win, hey, Rodgers got the credit. They probably felt, if they lost, it was like, oh, wait, you guys let Rodgers down. That was kind of, the way it was portrayed to a degree. Right. And is he happy? What's going on? What message is he sending out? What's he saying in this press conference that I might have to answer tomorrow? All that. It was, and it's not just Rodgers' fault. Like you said, it's everything. It just boiled to a point where there was constant scrutiny on that football team there. I'm excited for the Packers, Mike. Like if you had to pick playoff teams right now, we know there's a top 3 in the NFC, right? And I think you and I both agree that the rest of the division, the conference, is up for grabs. But, man, I look at Green Bay, and, when we have to pick playoff teams, Green Bay is going to be a team that man, their defense has got talent. It didn't play as good as it could last year. The offensive line's pretty good. They're young receivers. Matt LaFleur is a damn good coach, right? So they're like one of those teams where, the pressure's off. They're flying under the radar. But I would not be shocked if they got to the playoffs this year with Jordan Love at quarterback.
I think they're going to be better than people realize.
Yeah.
The division is wide open.
Right.
And Matt LaFleur won 13 games 3 straight years while in the middle of this Aaron Rodgers turmoil. He was the guy who was caught between Rodgers and the front office. And what were we dealing with 4 years ago? The audible thing, the passive-aggressive Rodgers attempt to take to the media his frustration because Matt LaFleur wanted to run the offense a certain way, and Rodgers was like, hey, I've been here 15 years. I should have full and complete discretion to change the play to whatever I want to change it to. I shouldn't have 2 options in the huddle. I should be able to change the play if I see something that I think is going to work. And so he won that one. He knew how to press the buttons and pull the levers to win that one by using the media to his advantage. And Matt LaFleur still won 13 games. He adapted. He adjusted to the personality of Aaron Rodgers. I think LaFleur is going to be fine. I think the Packers are going to be fine. There's 3 wild card spots up for grabs in the NFC, and I think the Packers organizationally have enough there to find a way to get one of them.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to make my official pick yet, but I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be better. There's a lot of people out there that are just happy to throw dirt on this Packers grave because they've been great for 30 years. I mean, I'm old enough to remember the 20 years before they got Brett Favre. They sucked every year. For the most
did.
part.
Right.
They've had 30 years of sustained contention, even though they've only won 2 Super Bowls. Every year they're good. They're not just going to disappear.
No, there's a culture
in this transition year from Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love.
Yeah, exactly right. There's a culture, a battle-testedness that I like to say every now and then. I don't think they're going anywhere. And like you said, that division's wide open. And the team that everybody expects to win really hasn't proven jack diddly squat yet, right? And this is the first time they got a bullseye on them, and that's Detroit I'm talking about. So, I expect Green Bay to be a major player. I'm with you there, Mike.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.